Hi babes, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be all about this super fire quick weave. I am in my burgundy era and loving it. So this video is going to be for the girlies that want to learn more about doing their own quick weaves, or if you just need a little bit of inspo, this video is for you. We're going to be using the same sequence of colors that I used to color my natural hair. So we're going to be using the L'Oreal High Color Highlight. I got 1 box per bundle, so 3 boxes, and then you're going to mix it with a 30 developer. This is the consistency I like for my color to be, nice and creamy, not runny, but not super thick. This way it spreads easily and you're able to cover all the strands very well. So gonna go through, and you want to make sure you're combing out your bundles just to make sure you're getting the colors on every single strand. You don't want your color to come out blotchy. You want it to be nice and evenly coated. So just keep that in mind. For the sake of the length of this video, I'm not going to show me coloring all 3 bundles, but it's the same process for all 3 bundles. So once you're all done with your color, you're just going to take your foil and fold it in half. The foil helps to speed up the processing time, helps to keep the heat inside, and the heat speeds up the processing time. Whatever. Fold the foil in half, sis. Okay? And then let it process for about 20 minutes. Make sure you check the color, because if it's virgin hair, it will process pretty fast. So moving right along, now it's time to shampoo our bundles. I'm going to be using my Old Faithful. I love using Suave dollar. It's like $2 now. Shampoo on bundles. It is just like chef's kiss. It gives you the perfect clean, keeps the hair very shiny, not dry. This has always been my go-to. Now I don't use it on my natural hair anymore, but for a bundle, sis, oh baby, I'm gonna use the $2 Suave. Okay, so that's what I recommend for your bundles. And then for the conditioner, I'm gonna be using the silicone mix. I've never used it before. I just kept seeing it on Instagram, and I was like, hey, let me try it. It's supposed to like work wonders and make your bundles like really silky and shiny and full of body. I think I used a tad bit too much. The bundles did seem a little bit weighed down at first, but in the end it came out really well. So I probably recommend using about half of the amount that you saw me use here, just so your bundles don't get weighed down and feel super heavy and feel like they have a ton of product on them. And then if I recall correctly, I think the instructions said to leave this on for about 2 to 5 minutes. So did that, rinsed it off, and then let my bundles air dry. Let's get started on this quick weave. So my hair is already washed and blow dried out. This is how my bundles turned out. This is the color. I don't know if y'all can see. Y'all should be able to see. That's the color of them. So I have 3 bundles of my Brazilian deep wave texture. This is the first time I'm doing a quick weave. It's been like 6 months. maybe even longer. I can't remember. But yeah, I haven't had a quick weave in a very long time, so I am interested in seeing how this is gonna turn out. I'm not gonna leave too much leave out, but I want to leave out a good amount, maybe like that much. And honestly, y'all, I love doing quick weaves when my hair is short because I don't really have to worry about like when I braid it down, like what to do with the back of my braids. If y'all know what I'm talking about. Not me getting that part perfect. So now that that part's secure, we're gonna go ahead and section off our leave out. I'm gonna leave a good amount out. What? I'm gonna go ahead and do our foundation. If y'all have been watching my quick weave videos, you know that your braids don't have to be perfect. So if you're not the best braider, don't worry about that. Literally, nobody's gonna see these braids, so it does not even matter, sis. Our braids are done. Here's what they look like. I got super lazy on the last two braids, so literally it does not matter what your braids look like, sis. You just need some type of foundation. So now we're gonna go in with our bond protectant. Usually when I used to do my quick weaves, I would use a lot of this. So I'm gonna use this on both my natural hair and after I apply the cap, but I'm not going to use that much this time, but just enough to make sure that we are nice and protected from the glue. And also, if you know, this stuff takes forever to dry, so I don't feel like waiting forever. Now, some people don't like to put this on their hair. Some people just like to put this directly on the wig cap. Honestly, in my experience, this is what helps to keep the wig cap secured by doing 2 coats. So 1 coat on your natural hair and then the second coat on the wig cap, but definitely to each its own. And also, I just like to make sure no glue is going to be left over after I take my quick weave out. So I recommend doing it on both your natural hair and the cap, but if you don't feel like doing that or don't want to do that for whatever reason, by all means, you don't have to. And then we're just going to take our handheld blow dryer. If you have a hooded dryer, it may be quicker and easier, but we're just going to take our blow dryer and make sure this bond protectant, this layer, is completely dry before moving on to the next step. All right, first layer of protectant is done. So now we're gonna put on our wig caps. I personally do like to use 2 wig caps. If you want to use one, go ahead, sis. But I will always use 2 just because I love an extra layer of protection. I feel like you can never go wrong with that. We're gonna go in with 1 more layer of the protectant. And y'all should know this by now, but if you're new to my quick weaves, then make sure that you do not get this stuff on your leave out because you won't be able to get it out. Only way you can get it out is to wash it out. And I would hate for you to have to wash your hair from this step. That would be really tragic. So just be extra careful when you're applying it around your hair. Now this back part doesn't matter because your hair is, that part's not going to be out anyway, but this part and that part you don't want to get it on. Because I'm so used to doing these, I know exactly where my part is underneath here, but I have seen some people like draw a line just so they can know like where to stop when going up here. But like I said, I'm just so used to doing it, like I pretty much know where my hair is underneath that part right there. Now we're gonna go back in with our blow dryer. Make sure this is all completely dry before we apply our traps. All right, moving on to the fun part. This is my favorite part. It's actually installing the hair. Here's the hair. I have 3 bundles. I don't want it to be super full though, so I might not end up using 3 bundles. The length of this hair is 20. Is this 20? Yeah, it's 20. I am going to go in and glue one track on each side in between my leave out just to kind of break up that black that I have on the ends of my natural hair so that the color blends a little bit better. Don't do this if you're not comfortable. I am very comfortable doing this. I've been gluing hair like in between my natural hair for a very long time, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I know how to get it out the right way. It honestly just kind of slides right out, and I don't use a ton of glue on the tracks when I do that, so just be very cautious. If you're not comfortable with it, I do not recommend doing that step. Moving right along to pressing this hair out. I did go ahead and blow dry the hair off camera just for the sake of time, y'all. I try not to have y'all watching 30 and 40-minute hair videos. Like, I'm trying to be considerate. So I apologize for not showing that step if that's something that you really did want to see. But I did blow dry the hair first before pressing it out. Ultimately, I'm going to curl the hair, but I am not a person that likes to curl the hair in its natural state. I like to go in and press the hair out first before curling it because, in my opinion, that's what keeps it from like swelling and just looking really big. And it just looks a lot more sleeker that way when you press it out before curling. We're going to give it just a hint of a layered look in the front. I like to just grab a razor from the beauty supply store and just razor it just a tad bit on the sides. I don't like to do too much, but if you're into the whole, what do they call it, like the curtain bangs, then essentially this is how you would achieve it. Just grab your razor and just kind of, be a little cautious at first because you can always cut more if you need to. But if you cut too much, then you're out of luck, sis. So keep that in mind. Last step is to throw some curls in it. I went ahead and started curling off camera because why not? I do stuff like that all the time and don't be realizing I be doing it. So my bad, y'all. But I'm using my T3 curler. I don't remember this size. This is my smaller one. The smaller one's cool. I kind of prefer the larger one though. But it still came out really nice. So just wanted to add a few clips in of how I curl my hair because I usually cut that part out or cut this part out. And a lot of people always ask me to show how I curl my hair. So we're going to show y'all that a little bit. I like to curl away from my face. I don't like to curl towards my face. So that's really just my key to getting the look that I like. So I used to always use a wide tooth comb to comb out my curls, but recently I've been using a paddle brush. That just gives it a more fluffy, kind of wavy look. I'm actually using a rat tail here because I couldn't find my paddle brush, but I just like the way it looks a lot better than how it looks with the wide tooth comb. I don't even know how to describe what I'm talking about, but that's typically a paddle brush is how I comb out my curls now. Make sure you comb out your curls. Whatever you want to use, please comb them out. Do not leave them looking like Shirley Temple curls, okay? I mean, by all means, of course, if you like that look, then, you know, you just like that look. But I prefer combed out, brushed out curls. And then, of course, I didn't actually get a video of me showing detailed how I got this claw clip hairstyle because what is a video of mine without missing some sort of step? But this is how it turned out, y'all. I am completely in love with this burgundy color. Like, I may never go jet black again, and I am a fangirl for jet black hair, but this is just giving. Let me know what you guys thought about this video in the comments below. Make sure you like this video, subscribe if you have not already. Sis, please leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.